guys, welcome back to another episode of Make My Food Awesome. I'm Mark Allen France, your Santa Clausing guide to good food.
And I'm Trisha Morrissey.
My mistletoe mama of super science.
Okay.
It sounds good. Anyways, so it's the holiday season, of course.
Yes.
And we've got some awesome episodes coming up.
We do.
I'm super excited about today's because it is probably one of my most favorite dishes, sides, whatever. You can have it as a full dish if you want.
Well,
but,
you could, yeah.
In my mouth is watering already. But for the holiday season, and like everything else, you can have it anytime you want. But it's something that is key to a great Thanksgiving and Christmas meal.
Yes, it is. And it's going to be all about cranberries today.
Ooh!
Cranberries are a superfood, and they're packed full of antioxidants. And research has actually linked the nutrients inside of them to help lower risks of UTIs, prevention of certain types of cancer. It helps improve your immune function, and it decreases the blood pressure, which is heart healthy. So if you took about a cup of chopped cranberries, they have about 25 calories, minimal fat actually, 6 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber, almost 4.5 milligrams of calcium, 0.12 milligrams of iron, and they have vitamin E, A, K, and C in them.
That's a lot of stuff packed into that little tiny berry.
Right, well, that's why it's considered a superfood. It's so packed with good stuff.
And I don't know if you guys have ever seen how they collect cranberries, but if you haven't, it's something you have to go out there and check for on YouTube.
Right.
You know, there's some great videos out there.
And I know that there is a cranberry farm actually not too far from Whitefish Point in Michigan in the UP,
Yes.
Near Paradise.
And you know what else is really good?
What?
Cranberry wine.
Oh, yeah, it is good. And you can actually, today's recipe that we're going to make for you, you could probably get away with drizzling it on, like, say, vanilla ice cream.
Oh, yes. So why don't we just hurry up and go back in the
why
kitchen.
don't we show them how to make it?
And we'll show you guys. And we'll be back to taste it. And see you in just a second.
We're going to start by coring 2 large Honeycrisp apples. These happen to be one of my favorite apples. Next, you're going to peel both of your apples. We're only going to use about 1.5 of these apples because of their size. Now, if you come across any blemishes while you're peeling the apple, remove it at that time. Now it's time to chop the apples. Make sure that if there's any seeds left behind that you remove them at this time. When you chop your apples, make sure you're chopping them into bite-sized pieces. Also make sure those pieces are uniform in size and shape. Now place your apples back into the bowl. Coming over to the stove, we're going to place our pan over medium-high heat. We add about 3/4 cup of white sugar. Then we're going to add 3/4 of a bag of fresh cranberries. Mix those around to make sure they cover the whole surface of your pan. As you heat your pan, you want to be able to soften your cranberries, and you'll know this is happening when you hear them begin to pop. As your sugar begins to melt with your cranberries, you're going to want to add in your apples. Mix those around so the sugar and cranberries are coating the apples. You want to make sure that you're constantly stirring your pan because you do not want your sugar to stick to the bottom. Next, you're going to add in a zest of a lemon, a zest of an orange, and the juice from 1 whole orange and 1/2 lemon. Give that a nice good stir. As your cranberries continue to pop and your apples soften, you're going to want to add 2 Star Anise. As your apples soften, you'll know it will be time to add the rest of your bag of your fresh cranberries. Continue to cook down your sauce. That looks delicious. Once your sauce is cooked down to the consistency you want, it's time to serve.
Oh my gosh.
It smells so good.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow, I can smell the Star Anise. Now, for those of you guys who don't use Star Anise very often, it's a great little added flavor. The anisey, licoricey flavor. You can use it in a lot of different type of cooking, but in this, it's so stinking delicious.
Right.
And
you can leave it in longer or shorter, depending on how much of that flavor you want infused into your cranberry dish.
Now, this particular recipe we actually got from Gordon Ramsay. So this is actually, I mean, he didn't send it right directly over to us, but
No.
it is one of the recipes that he uses for the holiday season. And, you know, I'm looking forward to having some of it. I've made it in the past, but, you know, this is something, you know, a lot of people, there's several different types of cranberry sauces you can have. Now, you can have the jellied cranberry sauce, which is what I grew up on.
Slice it right out of the can.
Exactly. Or there's the cranberry sauce that my dad likes, and he put nuts in it.
My grandma did too, and you add chopped walnuts and a few other things, and that's the one I grew up eating. I like it a lot. And then this is another version that I like, and so I think it's between the one that my grandma made and the one that we're making are my two favorite. I'm not really a fan of the gel that comes out of the can. Nothing wrong with that, but it's more of a texture thing for me because I'm just I don't like
odd.
that. I don't like that Jello type texture. It's just
I love
something
it.
I don't know. It's just I'm weird like that.
I don't
Whatever.
like the nuts in it because I'm not a big nut guy. So I like
think
having
the
this.
walnuts add another dimension to it, but
Yes.
that's okay. We can agree on this one, so
Yes.
it's all good. So you ready to taste it?
Oh my gosh, am I?
Oh yes, I'm excited.
Okay.
And obviously, when you go to eat this, you definitely want it to cool down before.
Oh, yes.
Because of the sugar in it will burn, so you don't want to do that. That is so good. But one just popped in my mouth, so it was like, woo! No. This is, it adds that pop of flavor to balance out the rest of your meal, so that's why it's a really good side.
Can I have another spoonful? I'm going to anyways.
All right. It's just going to be us eating it this time anyway. But no, this is really, really good stuff. So if you are looking for something a little different, give that pop of flavor. It's kind of like, how would you describe it? It's tart, it's a little bit sweet, and it offsets all the other things like your mashed potatoes, your gravy, whatever other sides or dishes that you decide to make.
And after the holidays, we're going to show you how to use some of this stuff for, you know, leftovers. But for right now,
Yeah,
yes,
it's really
everything you said, the anise in there. I mean, it's not super duper strong, but it's a little bit in there. The first time I ever made it, I left the Star Anise in there for way too long, and so that's all I tasted. But with this, that like you said, that tartness in there, the orange zest, the lemon zest,
the juice,
everything
the cranberry,
all
the
together.
apple, sugar, everything. Yeah.
I'm sorry, honey. I don't know if you're gonna
Really?
get much more than a couple spoonfuls.
Save some for me for later. Anyways, this is really not that hard to make, and you could make this ahead of time and serve it chilled, right?
Yes, you could. And
Room
actually,
temperature, chilled, however you want.
chilled is the best way to do it. You normally will let it, chill up a little bit, but it is the flavors marry a lot more there. And oh my gosh, my mouth is just watering and watering. I think part of it's because of how tart it is, but I love
Yeah.
that tartness. But so if you guys are new here, first time visiting, go ahead, pop down, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell,
Yep.
become a member of Team
Team
Awesome.
Awesome.
And, we hope to see you guys back here. We have some more exciting recipes coming up, and we can't wait to share them with you.
Yep, we'll see you real soon, guys.
Right back here on Make My Food Awesome. Have a great one, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Stay safe.